Hey there, welcome to my YouTube channel, and today I'll be showing you how to make Afro Highlife beat in FL Studio in 2025. And our reference track for this tutorial will be Grooving by Odumede Black featuring Davido and Seun Kuti. Respect to producer jaylon and Mavi Music for this awesome banger. If you're ready for this awesome tutorial and beat breakdown, kindly hit the subscribe button and like this video. Also, make sure you watch this video to the end because I'll be giving out the FLP of this project for free so that you can learn or remix with it. Make sure you watch out for the code to unlock this FLP. Alright, we are here in FL Studio and I will play a snippet of the beat for you so that you can listen to my remake. And I'll be doing the breakdown of everything I have done in this beat from start to finish. Alright, you can hear that it is very close to the original beat itself. So what are those things I did to achieve this? Very simple. So I'll be breaking down. Let's start from the drum itself. The drum was very simple. It was one of the most simplest Afrobeat drum. So let's go to the drum pattern and you see what I've done with the drum. This is a drum pattern and this is how the drum sound. So the kick is very punchy kick. I have this kick. It is very punchy. It is a hard punchy kick, very hard and punchy. This is the kind of kick you use in the original beat itself. And I have this clap rim shot. I doubled it with this so that I can sound very close to what we have in the original beat itself. Then this bongo was doing a lot of rhythmic work, so it was playing this highlife kind of conga style. So that is what this bongo was doing. So very simple. Then I have this low end bongo just to give the beat more weight. It is giving the beat a bottom end, so that is what I'm doing with that low bongo. And that is how the pattern of the drum sound from the beginning of the song to the end of the song. So I begin to add more percussions. In the song we have this kind of percussion like a hand drum percussion, like a djembe, something like that. So this is what I use a bongo to achieve that. Then I bounce it to audio, and this is how the percussion sounds. So I have mixed this properly, and I had a little reverb to it. Can you see what I did with the EQ? I EQ'd it and I had a little reverb. So playing it together with the drum pattern, we have something like this. So then I begin to add my shakers. You can see with the shakers, it is coming to life. Also, although in the original song we don't have this hi-hat, but I feel like I should add this hi-hat rhythm to it so that we can shine a bit. So I had this my hi-hat. So this hi-hat was split two versions. So one was on the chorus, one was on the verse. The one on the chorus had this ride. I was adding some ride to it so that it can sound more interesting. So you can hear that is what the hi-hat was doing in the beat. Then I also have this as well. I have this clav. So I also played these two versions just like it was played in the original beats. So I have this one that was going on the chorus and the one that was going in the verse. This is the one going on the chorus. So this clav was played with purity. If we have purity, I don't want to use any sample. I just remember that there are some clav sample from purity. So I just go into purity and I play this. If you have your standard kit, just go to your drum preset standard kit, then you turn down the reverb volume, then you are good to go. You achieve this clav sound. So I think this is it. This is the note you play it with. Very, very simple. It sounds very, very natural and very, very clean. Also, I have this conga going on to make the chorus more lively. So this is the conga. So that is it. This conga was also played with purity. So using the same kit, standard kit. So I just played everything with the conga inside of that standard kit. What do we have again for the drums and the whole percussions? I added more shakers to make it more interesting. All of everything I did with the drum, and that is how the drum of the original song sound from the beginning to the end. Now let's go into the melodies. This particular song, when it comes to Highlife, what dominates Highlife? It is jitter. If you want to make a very good Highlife, you have to have a jitter. If you don't have a jitterist, you must know how to use VSTs that can produce jitter sound very well, and you must know how to play your keyboard so that you can emulate a proper guitarist. So with this, I did not invite any guitarist on this. I just used some of the guitar VST I have with me to just achieve this tutorial, and to me it sounded very close to the original song, though it is not played live, but it sounded very close, and you can also achieve this as a beginner. So the first thing I did after making my drums was to play a bass. There was a muted bass playing in the whole beat, so I have to achieve that first, so, because the bass contributed a lot to the rhythm of the song, and this is how the bass guitar sounds. So this bass was played from the beginning of the song to the end of the song. It was a bass underneath the whole rhythm, and it was playing from the beginning of the song to the end of the song. If you play this bass with the whole percussion, you will see how it brings out the rhythm of the Highlife. This is what turned the whole beat to Afro Highlife. So let me just play it together with the drums and percussions. You see how it sounds. Can you see, without the drum, without that bass line, it is not sounding like, it's not giving that Highlife vibe. But with that bass, it is giving that Highlife. That is what drives the whole song. So I play this bass with a contact library. So this is library, experimental bass. If you have experimental bass, so this is what I use to play the bass and I added some effects to it. So let's go to the mixer and see what I've done with the bass. So what I did with the bass was very simple. Just to add my R bass on it, and I use a spreader on it to make it have this kind of wideness, to make it cover the whole space of the whole, because what this bass is doing in the song is not really on top of the music. It's adding some high life movement and rhythm to the drums. That is what the bass was doing. It is not the main bass in the song. There's still another bass line in the song. So with this bass and the drum, the song is already cooked, like the beat is already done for me. Then from here I begin to add my chord. So I play this chord with ample guitar. So this is how the chord sounds. And I layered it again with same guitar. So together the sound is way. And that is the guitar. Then I added more guitar rhythm to this. Everything was from ample guitar. So I was just trying to add different effects to it so that they are not sounding the same thing. So look like this now. This chord. So on this particular guitar, I have some effect on it. So what did I have? Chorus on it. Then I have some more chorus, phaser and equalizer on it. So using some guitar preset from Waves, I also had more phaser to hit so that it can change the way it's sounding. It can give this guitar effect, like a live guitar effect. Then on this, it's playing the same thing, but there's no effect on this one. Can you hear this one? So now we are having that alive sound in this guitar. That is the main reason why I'm adding those effects, so I can have this alive sound on those guitar. So I added more guitars playing different rhythm. So using same ample guitar, so I play this as well. Then I pan it to the left about 41%. I also play more rhythm. So as I'm playing all those guitar with my VST, I was bouncing them to audio, consolidating them to audio, so that I can free up my system for more better usage. So I also have this tenor guitar. This one was not doing too much. So this was just playing some rhythm, and this was a little bit pan to the right, about 25% to the right. Then I played another one. This one was the main lead going on, especially in the chorus of the song. And this is how this sounds. So also this one was also played with ample guitar, and I effected it differently. So this is it. So I effected it differently. What did I do here? I added a chorus and EQ, then a little bit of phaser. So that is what I did here to give this kind of sound. And as well, I added more guitar. So I also have this guitar. You can see that everything is guitar and they are not sounding the same thing. They are giving different tone. They are not sounding like just one sound. They are sounding differently so that it can shine in the mix. So that is what I did with this guitar. I also add more guitar so that everything can come alive together. So I also have this. So this is a nylon guitar, and this was not from ample guitar. This was from a Yamaha library. If this is from Yamaha library, if you are using contacts, so I played it with Yamaha S900 library. So this is where I got this nylon guitar from. So this was also panned to the right about 38%, and I also have more guitar. Alright, now you see this particular muted bass is the source of this beat. If you can't get it right, you will not get the exact highlife rhythm you are wanting for this particular music, and that is what give that rhythm you are feeling in that song grooving. That muted bass is the one doing most of it. Now listen to when I play this muted bass along with the guitar melodies. Without it, you will not feel that liveness. With it, so you must get that muted bass right to have this feeling of this alive in this beat. So, and I'll show you what I used to play it. Just X bass. You can get that library into your contact. You really enjoy that bass. It is very, very sweet. All you just need to do for your bass to sound good like a real live bass, you just to add, for me, always add hard bass from waves. Hard bass from wave. Make sure your frequency is around between 90 and 130, between 90 and 130, depending on the kind of vibe you are going for or the key of the song we are working on. Then your intensity, you can leave it between 0 and -5. And for this song, I'm not touching the intensity at all, and my gain is just there doing nothing. So I only had a little bit of spreader. If you have FL Studio 24 upward, it's a new stock plugin inside of FL Studio that you can use to just make your bass fill the whole space. And this is what the spreader was doing in this case, and you can hear how the bass sound now. So without the R bass and spreader, can you see how it sound? It sounds too dry. So with it sound. So that is the magic. So that is just how to make your bass sound like a live bass. And the main bass for this beat, this is how it sounds. So this particular bass is just on top of this whole song, and it is the one that is giving us a lot of groove in the chorus section of the song and some other verse of the song, especially that verse, that Davido verse. This bass was really on top and was doing a lot. And I played this bass with the same preset from Contact Library, X bass, experimental bass. So this is the preset I'm using. I'm not tweaking anything, just how it sounds. And I'm adding my R bass. I added my R bass to it. And a little bit of spreader as well. But this was more on top than the muted bass. So let me play the old instrumental, the drums, the guitar melodies, and the bass all together, especially in the chorus section, so that you can feel how the bass sounds. And that is it. That is how the groove is like. It is very, very close to the original beat. And lastly, before I show you the transitions and what we have in the intro, I have this solo guitar that I was just playing. I use ample guitar to achieve this. This is just like I was just doing some solos like a live guitarist will do with a live playing band. So that's what I was doing. You get the idea, like just doing some solos like a live guitarist would do in a live playing ground. So now let me show you what I have in the intro. Very simple, the same guitar. So I play something, I change the color of the guitar. So now to the brass. So this brass, I played it in 4 parts. I played the melody, I played 2 harmonies, different harmonies, then I played a brass 4 to have this kind of 4, like a brass 4 like we have in the original beats. So I use this particular VST XRS brass by Roland to achieve this 4, and I use this preset pop brass. This is what I use. So, and if you play it, this is how it sound. So, but my main brass is from brass sets from Yamaha Contact Library, S900 library. If you have S900 library from Contact, you can find this brass in it. It has some reverb on them, and this is how it sounds all together. Also, we have some beats on these, and the lead guitar itself. Then we have some intro snare drum and some cymbals. So that's for the intro. Then in this session we have some transition, just some FX sound to transit to Davido's part of the song. Yeah. You get it? Because my bass was not live, I can't do the slide. I just use some effects to do some slide here, to just do some drop down, not really side but some drop down, and I was able to find this gunshot thing from my sample packs. Then at the end we have, after Seun Kuti's verse, we have this row towards the end of the song. I was able to find a similar row to the original one. So this is my row. It sounds very similar but not the exact row. So this is the old beat and this is the breakdown. I believe you have learned 1 or 2 things in this tutorial. If you have watched this tutorial to this particular time, you are lucky, because I'll be dropping the FLP of this project so that you can remix with it, you can do anything with it and learn with it as well. So I'll be drawing the FLP of this particular beat. Thanks for watching. Subscribe and like this video. Comment for the next thing you want to learn or the next beat you want me to remake, and I'll be there for you to learn. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next video.